Recap from the last week. Obviously, great getting over the Grizz on Tuesday. You never make bones about it that they're the team you want to knock off, and to start out conference with them, it was really good, and to have a really nice match over there and win 3-0, couldn't have thought of a better way to get going. And then we kind of had it turned around on us on Saturday night against UNC. I think I made the comment to Tom after the match that, when you play some of the best teams in the conference, you're required to play at your best, and there's no doubt about it. We didn't even get close to our best, and I credit UNC for that. I think they put us under a lot of pressure, and we didn't respond in the way that we can. And we're looking for a better response coming out on Thursday against Weber State.
Any differences from sweeping the Grizz last year in comparison to this year?
It was nice to do it in front of their fans. It was great. I think Cat Grizz is really special. And when you get to share that with the community who cares so much, it's awesome. And they had a really good crowd. I think it was around 1,100 people, and Dahlberg was loud. Like, we couldn't hear us. I couldn't hear the referee's whistle at one point. I had to go up to the referee and say, "Could you blow your whistle louder, because I don't hear anything right now?" And she said, "Yeah, I could do that." And that's a testament to the passion that exists in the rivalry. But it was fun to quieten them down and take care of business over there.
Where's the mainline trophy now?
It's back on my desk. Yeah, where it belongs.
How would you kind of describe Ellie Lynch's performance so far this season?
I would say she's a really steadying influence. She's approaching the season in a very mature fashion. It's funny, you want the athletes to give everything they've got, but somehow miraculously in their senior year they find a little bit more. And I think for Allie, recognizing that this is kind of the end of the road this season for her, she's really coming in with a real dedication and focus. And you often see that amongst our senior classes. She just comes out in the court and executes the offense at a really high level. So really, really happy with what she's doing.
You sense more of a, I don't know, dedication, or more of a kind of feeling like the end because she's from Bozeman?
Yeah, I think anytime you have a hometown kid, a Bozeman athlete, there is that sense of responsibility they have for the Bobcats. I think it exists across the state, but I think it's amplified a little bit more when you grow up here in Bozeman. And I think that her urgency is more about, rather than being from Bozeman, though, I think her urgency is more about wanting to leave this team in a better place and wanting to do right by her teammates. And really, she's got a very selfless attitude. It's pretty cool.
And against the Grizz, was she kind of that steadying force?
Yeah.
That stood out about her?
It was interesting because we've got Audrey Hofer out there from Helena, who's a freshman, and she walks out in the Dahlberg with 1,000 people, and it's like her eyes are big, and it can be a little overwhelming in that moment. But Allie's been there and done that for 4 years now, and it was just, hey, I'm going to go out, execute, I'm going to do my job, and then I'll rotate out, and we'll do it again when I get back in. And just that calmness about her was really nice. It was a really nice steadying influence, and she continues to do that.
You've got two Big Sky matchups coming up here at home Thursday, Saturday, two different teams in Weber State and Idaho State. Just what are you looking forward to facing those two teams?
Well, Weber State's the best in the league right now. They won it last year, and they're undefeated in conference play so far, so they're the benchmark, and I think Northern Colorado is right there with them. So we kind of figured out a little bit after the Northern Colorado match, and we'll be tested again on Thursday night. So it's going to be a great match. I like our matchups with them. They're very outside heavy. We have a good right side block. Their middles are pretty dominant. Our middles are pretty dominant. Their right side's pretty solid. Our left sides are good. So it's going to be a really nice matchup. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So I hope we're able to sell out and get a packed crowd to come in and see the defending champs and see how we match up with them.
And then even on Saturday, that's a full weekend essentially here. You've got a ton of people on campus on that Saturday, and then coming in to face Idaho State. You kind of want to just be able to maintain your presence there in the Big Sky Conference and not let up on anybody.
100%. And it's early days. It's interesting going from last year where we had that back-to-back schedule, and you kind of had two shots at a team, then you moved on. And it's early days, so we know we're going to have another shot at each of these teams. I think what I'm seeing from Idaho State, though, is a much improved program. I think Sammy Stewart down there is doing a really nice job with that program, going into, I think, her third year now. And you're seeing improvement all the time from them. They took us to 5 sets 2 nights in a row last year, and we were able to get out of it with 2 wins. but I'm expecting a heck of a battle out of them again, because watching what they did against Sacramento State on, I believe it was Saturday, when they got a 5-set win over Sacramento State, just really impressive. I'm impressed with what Sammy's doing, and excited again to be tested.